I was 17 at the time, 18. I started kind of with other people. Shout out JC Kalen, shout out Cody Ko.
Oh, wow. Hello, Tiny Meat Gangers. Today we're talking about a situation that nobody expected. At least a situation coming from a person as popular and well-regarded as this. Today we're talking about the Cody Ko allegation. Real quick before we start, thank you guys so much for all the support recently. We are almost at 300 subscribers, all in such a short amount of time, so thank you. Anyways, let's just get right into it. Cody Ko is being accused of some awful stuff, and it involves another creator who's very well known. It is Tana Mongeu. Now, Tana Mongeu is the complete opposite of Cody Ko. She's very well known on the internet, sure, but for some reason people don't respect her as much. Okay, I take that back. I know why people don't like her. She's had many controversies over her internet career. I've never really had a major problem with her, but it's not hard at all whatsoever to find somebody who highly dislikes Tana. There's many videos on her, hit pieces almost. Yeah, people don't seem to like her, which is the total opposite from Cody Ko. I never really watched Cody Ko. I know so many people who are big fans of him. I never really fully got into his content. It wasn't anything that really called me, I guess. But you know, I never had a problem with him. And unlike Tana, Cody seemed to be really well respected on the internet. Everyone seemed to like him and trust with what he had to say because he's one of the most popular commentary channels on YouTube with over 6 million subscribers. Although it looks like that number's probably going to drop soon. And that is because of this video that D'Angelo Wallace posted yesterday. D'Angelo Wallace, a very popular commentary YouTuber. He's one of the YouTubers that post once in a blue moon. He posted a video titled An Uncomfortable Conversation About Cody Ko. And I watched the video, and when I clicked on it, it wasn't what I expected. I thought it was going to be something regarding Cody Ko making some shitty jokes in the past, which is something that he has done before. I mean, he said the N-word a while ago and ended up paywalling his apology to a Patreon, which is, brother, come on. What? But I was hit with a bombshell, a North Korea nuke, when D'Angelo Wallace talks about Tana Mongeu and Cody Ko. Now, the allegations are that Cody Ko and Tana Mongeu had a relationship at a party while Cody was 25 and Tana was 17 years old. I don't think it takes any Charles Darwin brain, Galileo-style cranium to come up with the fact that not only is that an 8-year age difference, but she's underage. That's not okay. I didn't know anything about these allegations whatsoever because I don't really follow Tana Mongeu or Cody Ko, like I said earlier. So this came as a total shock.
Someone has been alleging for years now that you, one of the largest commentary creators on YouTube, knowingly committed a crime against her when she was a minor. But YouTubers and viewers alike are ignoring and discrediting these allegations solely because the person making them happens to be an unlikable woman online, Tana Mongeu.
In the video, he also shows many examples that people have tried to talk about this before, but it just never caught on to the mainstream, or it never caught on to the YouTube commentary scene. You know, many people made videos on it. There was even a couple popular Reddit threads at one point, which, again, this is all news to me. I never knew any of this. And he goes on to say that it seems like Cody Ko was just trying to bury this under the rug as much as he possibly could, hoping that nobody would find out about this. But the day of reckoning has come. I had a donut in my mouth, sorry.
The situation has been talked about by smaller channels, it's been discussed at length on other platforms, and it keeps almost hitting the mainstream, like with this Rolling Stone article or this H3 podcast discussion. But the reason it hasn't caught on yet, despite all of this, is that none of your friends, nobody on your level, nobody in the commentary niche with enough pull is willing to admit that this situation makes you look terrible.
I am so happy that someone as big as D'Angelo Wallace, and critical too, is finally bringing attention to this, because this type of behavior is not acceptable. It's disgusting. It's scummy. Now, at the time of recording this, July 15th, 2024, at 3:21 Eastern Time, these are all allegations. Nothing has yet been confirmed. The only one person who has been saying and been very adamant about this entire situation actually happening is the victim, Tana Mongeu, and nobody else has really come out and said anything about it.
Who's the smallest you've ever had sex with?
Oh my god, no one look at me, Cody Ko. I can say that. I was literally 17. I can say
I hooked up with Cody Ko when I was 17 and he was 25.
Now, Tana Mongeu has said multiple times that this did happen. She said it at a convention thing, her live podcast canceled. She said it on other podcasts, I believe, or it could be her own. I'm not really sure. Point being, she has mentioned this before, and for such a long time, it was only her who was saying said situation happened. But she had also mentioned that Gabby Hanna actually tried to stop Cody Ko before the entire thing went down. But this was like, there was no really definitive proof for this. It was just a baseless claim that Tana Mongeu was saying, and no one, again, believed her because she's Tana Mongeu, which is, I think, such an awful mentality to have. Sure, it's not like Mr. Clean took a magic eraser and just scrubbed her past clean. It's definitely not spick and span all shiny and nice, but that doesn't take away the fact that what happened could have happened.
She claims that not only were you fully aware of her age at the time, but someone even tried to stop you and you went ahead anyway.
There was a situation with Gabby Hanna at a Playlist Live where she pulled him aside and told him like, yo, she's 17. And then we still went and hooked up.
Now, these actions are obviously inexcusable because 17 is not the age of consent in Florida, which D'Angelo Wallace says is where the Playlist Live, the party they were hanging out at, took place. That is a crime. And Tana has gone on to say also that it is a crime.
This isn't just some crazy tea. It was a crime.
She was also a really big fan of Cody Ko at the time, and he points this out.
Nothing would make this situation better, but plenty of things make it worse, like the fact that she was a fan of yours at the time, adding an additional layer to the power dynamic you would have had over her.
I grew up loving him, and I think you know what I mean? Like, I was just like excited and a fan.
Now, allow me to throw an ultimate curveball at you that nobody saw coming. There is a damning piece of evidence from Gabby Hanna herself talking about a situation from years ago about how she tried to stop this guy, totally unnamed, by the way, she doesn't say who it was, from having this relation with someone who is underage.
The clip I'm about to show you is extremely hard to find. The original has been lost to time, and it's a wonder we have this on video at all.
One time, I told a guy, I saw him making out with a girl at a party who was underage, and I pulled him aside, and I was like, hey man, you probably don't know, I know she like looks a little older, she's underage. Watch it. And he's like, oh my God, thank you for telling me. And then he heard that.
It is crazy how this piece of evidence was found. I don't know how D'Angelo Wallace managed to find it, but he must have gone on like a giant fucking archaeological expedition, because the fact that this clip even exists at all and is still preserved and able to be tracked down is so impressive. And obviously it's a really good thing that this clip has been able to be surfaced, and now that it's been blasted by so many big channels like D'Angelo Wallace himself, Critical, who have millions upon millions of people watching each one of their videos, there's no way that this clip is now going to be lost ever again. Now, I'm going to interject my personal opinion. D'Angelo Wallace seems to have the same opinion as mine. The narrative saying, oh, it's Tana, so who cares? I think that is disgusting. That shouldn't be a thing. The fact, just because she's made some mistakes in the past, doesn't discredit her experience and doesn't discredit what happened. Just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean that what they are saying and that their experience isn't valid. There are a lot of people, specifically in comment sections like Reddit or YouTube, even Instagram, of people saying that she is doing this for clout. First off, Tana is already rich. She has a huge following. What would she gain from this? Like, honestly, put that in your mind. What the fuck would she gain? Nothing. You're f***ing retarded if you think that. Second off, Cody Ko has said nothing. There is no response as of 3:28 p.m. on July 15, 2024. He hasn't made a public statement. It seems that he's doing the silent treatment and just trying to bury his head in the sand, which that's not a good idea. This is something that you absolutely must respond to because these are very serious allegations. Again, I said earlier, he's done something like this in the past where he chooses to stay silent, but he did release an apology about him saying slurs on his old videos, and he posted it to Patreon. It was blocked by a paywall, which that's such a stupid idea. I don't know. As of right now, there haven't been any updates, at least from what I've seen. If there are, I'm 100% going to make a follow-up video on this because I feel like this is a really big situation that a lot of people need to know about. That's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourself. Comment keyword finger if you made it this far. See ya. Bye. Take care of yourself.